Deion Sanders tells his team in practice not to touch Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter. Here's a video right here. Check it out.
We have in contact. Take care of your guys. Like I'm going to tell you, do not touch the receivers. Don't get near the quarterback and leave Travis alone. We got that?
Sir.
We understand that?
Sir.
I'm not playing favors. I'm just being 100. It is what it is. When you get to the next level, every quarterback is worth $250 million, right? You think they're going to let you touch it? All right, so let's play like we're on the next level.
I mean, listen, I'm going to go first, and I'm going to let you go in.
You go first.
Let me go first. Optically, does it sound amazing to the outsiders who don't understand the locker room? Nah, probably not. But is he lying? Not at all. He just keeping it real, talking to them like men. Talking to them like men. I don't care what era we played in. I don't care if it's college or NFL or high school, for that matter. Damn near, don't touch the quarterback. So Shedeur not getting touched, common sense. We get it. Travis Hunter is a special weapon. He's one of the best players in all of college football, period. Point blank, period. He got hurt last year, and it hurt them as a team. So your two best players are clearly Shedeur and Travis Hunter. Those two guys need to be healthy for this team to have a chance of being good to great this year. Whatever Colorado can be, whatever that max is, if that's 10 game season that they win, is it 8, whatever that number is that you have in your mind, in order for them to reach those heights, those two guys have to be healthy. And then he mentioned the receivers as well. Listen, he just calling it what it is. We're close to the end to the college football season, a couple weeks away. Don't do anything stupid that will get your brother hurt. In general, don't get anybody hurt. But especially we're not even going to risk the quarterback. We're not going to risk our best all-around player and our weapons. Point blank period. This is Colorado. We're not as deep as Alabama. We're not as deep as some of these SEC teams, even these Big Ten teams. So the starters are uber important at specific positions. So I like the fact that he's just being open and honest. Like he said, I'm talking to you like grown men. That's how I'm talking to you. You guys want to play in NFL? A lot of you guys have aspirations to play there next year. This is what it is at the next level. I know personally because I'm Deion Sanders and I played there. So this, trust it, believe it. That's what it is. So that's my first take. I want to hear what you got to say though, because I'm really interested. I can see you going both sides on this one, honestly. So I don't know which angle you're going to take.
Give me predict my thing right now so everybody knows. Because you don't know what I'm going to do, and I don't know. You know me, I just go. So go ahead. What are you predicting I'm going to go? Which way I'm going to go?
For some reason, man.
So what's the poll question? If you did a poll question right now, which way I would lean?
I don't think you hate the message. I think maybe you wouldn't like the fact that he like voiced it in the way he did to everybody. Like maybe this is something that he could have just told the coaches like behind the scenes that this is what we expect and this is what we need. Like we got to keep Travis healthy. We got to keep these guys healthy. So maybe they would just do certain things within the practice that would naturally protect them without maybe voicing it out to the team. Like you as a coach, because you understand, I'm sure you kept your quarterback safe and you kept certain players like safe in certain situations. So I don't think you're anti against the overall message, but I can see you having being anti the delivery. Maybe that's my initial take.
Well, all right. So let's start with your take. You made a lot of things. You said a lot of things there that were you problems, not Darnell Smith problems, Colorado and Deion Sanders problems. He made a lot of excuses, as you did, as to why they don't have the SEC depth and they don't have this and they can't do that. Well, that's a you problem, homie. That's nobody else's fault but yours. Then go recruit better. Go get depth. How about don't get 81 guys in the portal? Number one. Number two, so I'm not going to give you a pass for not having what your blood life requires you to have, which is players, bodies. You have the same scholarship numbers. Why is it different?
But I'm in Colorado, though. That matters.
What does that mean? You're Deion Sanders, homie. You can't say you're Deion Sanders over here and you're an ex-NFL legend, and then you're Deion Sanders in Colorado, and now it matters that you don't have what you have?
But
make sense, homie.
But in 2 years, you're going to expect me to have the same depth as Oregon, as Bama, as Ohio State? That is not realistic, I don't think. All right.
Now, remember, not depth. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about quality depth. I'm talking about able bodies.
Oh, okay. Well,
You have
I'm
the
talking about
same
quality depth.
So what you defending is he don't have the depth. But neither there or may. What is that word? What
Neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. Be that as may. I like saying that one. Here's the issue. Let me send this off to our main man real quick. Here's the issue I have. Number one, when you call out certain guys, especially when he's not a quarterback, I get Shedeur, obviously, keeping him upright, obviously. There's a difference in ideology here and philosophy, and I don't want to go too long on this, but here's the thing. This is a guy, in my opinion, if you watch him and break him down, he struggled inside the pocket and getting rid of the football. He led the nation in getting sacked, did he not? So I think he was sacked, 77 times or something? So if you're sacked that much, guess what I would work on this offseason? Putting him in the pocket in every scenario that I can, especially being a quarterback guy like I am. I'm going to put him in 9-on-7, which is a 7-on-7, but with 2 tackles in the center, 2 defensive ends and a nose guard. I'm going to get him pocket pressure familiar so that I can avoid what he did last year. Can't do that if you just keep him away from all things football. Number one. Number two, Travis Hunter is a utility guy who plays both sides of the football. Last time I checked, he plays corner and tackles. He's actually willing to stick his head in there. We call it contact courage. And on the other side of the ball, he's super, super tired catching screens, going deep, making miraculous plays on offense. He is spent. We saw him get banged by the kid at Colorado State last year. That was a
dirty
big
hit.
And it was a perfect hit for me. And then you say, oh, well, shit. You don't practice him and don't hit him all practice all year long. And then when he actually goes out and plays and gets banged up for playing the game we call football, now whose fault is that? Is it callous? Because I don't know if boxers can go straight into the ring and not having get punched. We talk about that on this show with Steve Kemp all the time. So where is the callus being developed is my coaching take. This is not hate. This isn't fucking this. I'm giving you all things real and everything I'm actually thinking as I spit it out. So if it was me, I would make sure that we're doing live football drills of some sort. Now, I'm not saying running fucking QB power with Shedeur Sanders and getting him fucking smoked by the safety, okay? What I'm saying is let's simulate as much as possible to keep these guys upright. Because, Smitty, again, media and everyone else is setting this man, Deion Sanders, up for massive failure when and if, knock on wood, I never wish a young man to get hurt. What if first game Travis Hunter gets hurt on something? Who's going to say? What are we going to say? Seriously, this is a real scenario. Please answer the question for me. What are we going to say? Media, we now in the media, what is the world going to say? Oh, you should have practiced.
Damn, this sucks. It sucks. Unfortunate.
So, okay, perfect. There you go. So, what's the difference in him practicing now and going through it? And he gets hurt now. I'm just throwing it out there, homie.
You want to at least give your cat a chance. The same reason why Aaron Rodgers probably won't play in the preseason. You want to at least
but he's your 40 though. He's 40. Like let's be honest.
No. You're missing overall point though. I'm saying like when your star player, stay with me. When your star player gets hurt last year in the last season, fuck NFL, college. My star player was hurt last year and impacted my team greatly. So when you go to that next season, you're gonna be a little bit more cautious of like, man, listen, we can't afford to go into the season with him even slightly banged up or a slightly sprained ankle. We want him as close to 100% to start season as possible. And then obviously we know football's football, so things happen. But if he gets hurt within the game, there's nothing we can do about that. But we can control practice.
Let me ask you this. So let's say Shedeur Sanders and Shiloh and all these other fucking yahoos go out on the middle of the field before the game against North Dakota State and chirping, talking shit, whoop-de-whoop. And one of these white boy safeties bangs Travis Hunter again like we saw last year. How many of you excuse makers are going to all blame Travis Hunter for getting banged and not mention anything that all the other shitbirds did prior to the game? And when he gets hurt, if he gets hurt, I hope not win. Knock on wood. I'm knocking loudly. If he gets hurt, we're going to have another excuse as to why everyone else is dirty. Like, this shit is comical to me, homie. This is fucking football last time I checked. And is he correct about football in the NFL staying upright with the QB? 1,000%. Leonard Little got suspended with the Rams at the University of Tennessee because he hit Peyton Manning in practice. My former college coach was the QB coach there in Tennessee at the time with Phil Fulmer, and he was a young coach for Peyton Manning back in 93, 94, 95. Leonard Little, great pass rusher, went to the Rams, hit him at practice, and they suspended him for a week. They taught it like the NFL then because they knew Peyton Manning would be an NFL quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were, at that time, protecting the investment. That's what we call it at the NFL level. But, Smitty, these cats are not really getting trained at a young age to go play and face that rigor. And I believe we are failing them at some point when we only call out 2 dudes on an entire roster. Now, if he gets those guys to buy in and say, okay, I know why we don't hit Shedeur and I know why we don't hit Travis Hunter, cool. Kudos to you, Deion.
And I think that's based upon what I hear. I think that's what he has. I think everyone understands.
So, okay, but the Travis Hunter part to me is interesting. Quarterbacks, we know. Like, it shouldn't even be a discussion. Protecting the investment, it's his own son. Let's not even mention that part.
But he also said don't get near just the quarterbacks in general.
Yeah.
I think.
But that should be a go. That should be a known thing.
That's like common, yeah.
Like, I don't know why we're even discussing this whole quarterback thing.
Well, you still got to say it sometimes because you know the slap dish with field goal. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I know you have to reiterate it as a coach. I'm saying on the show, like we all should be on the same side. We're on the same side of that one. Should Travis Hunter though plays both ways? He plays more snaps than any other football player in college football. He's playing snaps similar to what Woodson did when he won the damn Heisman.
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out why we're protecting him in practice. Because he's not a quarterback. He's not a guy. He's a guy that has to be physical and take on bigger receivers, get his nose in the run game, and without Khaled. By the way, he's going to get his fucking mouth dirty week 1, homie, against a team that runs straight downhill on your ass. So I'm trying to figure out if we're approaching this contest, game 1 is their number 1 opponent, as a 7-on-7 scrimmage. I have bad news for you, dog. It's not played that way up there in North Dakota. Them motherfuckers are hitting right now. I know for a fact they're not holding back. I'm just telling you right now. So, and that's fact. That's not a guess. I know coaches there on that fucking staff. That team does not go 7-on-7 all day long. So now you can't touch a corner in practice. Guess what it does, Smitty? And I'll end it on this. It's not about Travis Hunter. It's not about not hitting him. It's not about not hitting Shedeur Sanders. It's about the receivers for Colorado coming off the ball, half-assing, worried about not hitting Travis Hunter in the run game, so that the head coach don't go off on him because my cornerback is protected because the head coach said so. So my receivers now come off lackluster and just sit there. Travis Hunter runs by him at practice. Now my receivers just practice bad fucking habits. And I got to go play North Dakota State, who's going to fucking run down my throat. That's the fucking difference. It ain't about Travis Hunter. It's about 85 other motherfuckers that you are now instilling pussy in and bad habits. Every practice habit that you perform that's not live is a bad habit. And you just told your entire roster to do that to protect 2 dudes who might get hurt game 1. Make it make sense, homie. That's not how you coach fucking football. Sorry, Smitty and everybody that wants to protect these motherfuckers. This is a gladiator sport, homie. Don't play it then. Fuck out of here. What are we talking about? Yes, protect the investment. Yes, quarterbacks can't get hit in the NFL. This isn't that. We're in the fucking transfer portal era. You're playing with another kid's baby every week. Make it make sense. I'm out.